Sabi nila, love is a widely misunderstood, although highly desirable disease. Disease pa lang, love. Which weakens the brain, causes eyes to sparkle, cheeks to glow, and heart to beat faster. So, para sa kanila, yun na yung love. If we're going to ask sa mga doctors, ano ba yung love? Di ba meron daw tayong 5 senses? So, yung love daw, it is the sixth sense that destroys all other senses and make the senses nonsense. So, yun daw yung love para sa kanila. Punta naman tayo sa mga makata. Sabi nila, ang pag-ibig ko sa'yo ay dalisay ng tubig at umaagos katulad ng ilog. Pero punta tayo sa mga bitter. Tubig is water, ilog is river. Even if you put them together, wala pa rin forever. Pero punta tayo. Sino ba yung mga nagugutom na dito? Gugusto nyo ng siopaw. Sabi ng mga siopaw lover. Ang love, kala mo, parang siopaw yan. Kala mo special, yun pala bola-bola. And minsan, syempre kung may pambara, meron pa yulak. Sabi ng mga Coke lover, ang love para yung Coke. Minsan zero, minsan naman sakto. If we're going to ask the students, lalo na yung mga kaka-exam pa lang, what is love? Sasabihin nila sa'yo, love para yung sa exam. Pag nahihirapan ka na, isulat mo lang magmahal. Dahil kahit kailan hindi maling magmahal. These are the examples that teach us that each and every one of us has different definition of what love is. But if we're going to refer to the Bible, what love is, in 1 Corinthians chapter 13, verse 48, it is said there that love is patient, love is kind, it does not envy, it does not boast, it is not proud. It does not dishonor others. It is not self-seeking. It is not easily angered. It keeps no record of wrongs. Love does not delight in evil, but rejoices with the truth. It always protects, always trusts, always hopes, always perseveres. Love never fails. And if we're going to look to the love of Jesus Christ towards the disciple, it is the same love that Jesus Christ has given to them. That even though, sabi nga pala sa verse 1, having loved His own who were in the world, He loved them to the end. That even though Jesus Christ knew that these disciples is the same people who will abandon Him, who will betray Him, deny Him, and doubt Him, still, He chooses to give them perfect love. Because in here we can see that more than an emotion, love is a decision. It is a decision to love in spite of. So even though na alam ni Jesus Christ yung gagawin sa kanyang mga disciples, He loved them to the end. It is also a decision to overlook an offense. Na kahit masakit yung ginawa ng disciples sa kanya, He still chooses to love them to the end. And Jesus Christ valued them more than Himself. And the most important all, love is a decision to exalt the love of Jesus Christ. So, saan po ba natin nakuha to? Konting disclaimer lang po. Kay Pami po itong acronym na to. Sa series niya na, Let Your Light Shine Through the Fruit of Your Love. So, mahirap po bang magmahal? Yes. Lalo na kung wala ka namang mamahalin. Pero, mahirap magmahal. Pero, we are equipped. We love because He first loved us. Because God first loved us. For me, sa struggle ko po sa love, hindi po yung love life. Struggle ko po is to love my office mates. Because, sabi po dito, love in spite of. So, for me, it's very hard to love my office mates. Kasi, ito yung mga tao na, hindi ko sila kinukutya. I'm just telling this story. Na kapag nagpindot ka sa elevator, kababae mong tao, uunahan ka nila sa elevator, tapos puno na, so, ikaw na mag-giveaway. Babae ka. And sila din po yung same na tao na kapag nagkamali ka, they will rejoice. Pag nagkamali ka ng print, parang halos na lang ibagay mo nila sa office na mali yung print mo. So, these are the people, but I believe that God commanded me to love them in spite of. And I praise and thank God because I have doing small steps in getting there. Although I know in my heart na napakahaba pa ng biyahe, pero by God's grace, I know that I'm getting there. Amen. So next point po natin is humility. But if we talk about, it is impossible for us to talk about humility without talking about pride. And there are 3 P's na dapat iingatan natin kasi ito po yung foundation of pride. Ito yung sa mga 1 or 3 of the most foundation of pride. If we have possession, if we have position, and if we have power. So these 3 things, ito po yung nagbibigay sa atin ng confidence to take pride. But what is pride? Pride is foolishly and irrationally corrupt sense of one's personal value, status, or accomplishment. And the root of all this pride is our selfishness. That in everything that we do, we must always look into our hearts. And we must remove selfishness. We always think of how good we are, how better we are than anyone else, kung gaano tayo kagaling, kung gaano kalaki yung possession natin, kung gaano kataas yung position natin. And that is, yun yung nakita ni Jesus Christ sa mga disciples, proud heart. But if we're going to see yung kung ano yung ginawa ni Jesus Christ, He did not think of His position. In fact, He said in verse 13, "You call me teacher and Lord, and rightly so, for that is what I am." But still, even though, ginawa niya pa rin yung task na pinakamababang tao. He did not think about himself, he did not think about his position, but rather he think about others and he think about the disciples. Sabi pa ni Jesus Christ sa Luke chapter 22 verse 25-27, "The kings of the Gentiles lord it over them, and those who exercise authority over them call them benefactors. But you are not to be like that." Pakisabi po sa katabi, you are not to be like that.
You are not to be like that.
Instead, the greatest among you should be like the youngest, and the one who rules is like the one who serves. And dati po akala ko humility is yung titignan mo yung sarili mo as mababa. Na kapag sinabi kang magaling, ay hindi po ako magaling. Pag sinabi kang maganda, ay hindi po ako maganda. Pero yung humility pala, sabi ni C.S. Lewis, is not thinking less of yourself, it is thinking of yourself less. Ano daw? Ito po yung, hindi lang yung sarili mo, yung iisipin mo. Hindi ito yung titignan mo yung sarili mo na mababa ka, kundi babawasan mo yung pag-iisip mo sa sarili mo. And instead, iisipin din natin yung ibang tao. And sabi pa nga ni Apostle Paul in Philippians 2, verse 3-4, "Do nothing out of selfish ambition or vain conceit. Rather, in humility, value others." Diba? Sabihin nga po natin, in humility, value others. Amen. So, humility, value others above yourselves, not looking to your own interest, but each of you to the interest of others. So, yun pala yung ibig sabihin ng humility, na hindi lang pala sarili ko yung iisipin ko, kumbaga iisipin ko rin yung welfare ng ibang tao. And dahil meron na tayo ng dalawang factor na to, I believe that if we already possess these two, then we can go to the third one, which is help or service. We're going to help other people. Sabi in Matthew 20:28, "Just as the Son of Man did not come to be served, but to serve and to give His life as a ransom for many." So, si Jesus Christ nga, hindi siya pumunta dito para pagsilbihan, kundi para pagsilbihan tayo. Amen? So, it is our task to serve others, and it is a commandment of God to us. Yung anchor verse po natin, John chapter 13, verse 14-15. "Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you should also wash one another's feet. I have done this, so you also should wash one another's feet. I have set you an example that you should do as I have done for you." And there are many ways actually for us to serve other people. And I I believe na hindi ko na po kailangan pa yung i-elaborate. There are many ways, even na mag-start tayo sa simple ways. Amen? But what I want to expound more on our third point is serving God through ministry. Sino po ba dito yung meron ng mga ministry? Sige po, please raise your hand. Amen. Praise God. Sino naman po dito yung mga wala pang ministry? Ayun. Ayun, praise God. Alam ko po, sabi sa 1 Peter, God has given each of you a gift from this great variety of spiritual gifts. Use them well to serve one another. So use them well to serve one another. They have the gift of speaking. They speak as God Himself was speaking through you. They have the gift of helping others. Do it with all the strength and energy that God supplies. Then everything you do will bring glory to God through Jesus Christ. All glory and power to Him forever and ever. And when we say about this, serving, diba sabi nga po sa verse na binasa natin, that each of us has give different gifts na binigay ni Jesus Christ. And there is this one podcast that really ignites something in me to serve God. And it is entitled as Die Empty. The speaker in here is Dr. Miles Monroe, kung kilala niyo siya. He said there that the greatest place or the wealthiest place here on earth is not the oil fields of the Middle East. It is not the diamond mines of South Africa, nor it is found in the greatest of the country or the wealthiest of the country. Kahit hindi din po yun natatagpuan sa bahay ni Bill Gates. Kumbaga, the wealthiest place here on earth is the cemetery. Yung cementerio. Dahil lying in there are books that were never written, songs that were never sung, ideas that were never acted upon, and talents that are wasted. Because lying in that cemetery are what we call potentials, are the gifts of God. So, nung sinabi po yun, nung narinig ko yun, Lord, I don't want to add to the wealth of the cemetery. Ayokong dagdagan pa yung kayamanan ng cemetery, ng cementeryo. I want to serve you. And I want to use all the gifts that you have given me to serve you. Pero looking at myself during that time, Lord, teka, wala ka palang talent na binigay sa akin. Nakalimutan ko, di ba? Parang passionate ko na, pero I realize, wala palang talent na binigay sa akin si Lord. Kasi during those time din po, yung aming pastor sa Pilipinas, nag-preach siya about the body of Christ. That we are all part of one body, and that is the body of Christ. And sabi, serve daw sa ministry. Siyempre, yung una natin makikita, music ministry. Lord, definitely, I know in my heart that I cannot sing. And I don't play instruments also. Wala pa akong alam na instrument. Siguro yung tambourine. Pero pag sasayaw lang tambourine, nag-give hip hop pa. So, hindi talaga siya para sa akin. But the moment I told God, I prayed about that. And the moment that I told God that, Lord, I want to serve you, doors of opportunity for me to serve in the projector ministry actually. So for me, in my Christian life, wala to. Yung projector ministry po is pinaka-precious para sa akin. Na kahit po sa dami, I'm not glorifying myself and I have nothing to boast. Na kahit sobrang dami po ng ministry na kinabibilangan ko, na minsan mag-opening ka, tapos mag-change ka ng clothes kasi magda-dance, tapos mamaya mag-MC ka, tapos mamaya mag-projector ka, tapos mamaya feedback ka, host Friday ka pa pala. Pero, you know, isasantabi ko lahat ng ministry sa projector ministry. Kasi it's really, yun nga po, malapit sa puso ko. And then, I thought that hanggang projector ministry na lang ako. Kasi hindi ko po gusto, or wala po talaga akong talent na tumayo sa harapan. So then, doors of opportunity for me to come, na realize na, ay, marunong pala ako sumayaw. Hindi naman po magaling, pero marunong lang. And then, later on, as I faithfully serve God, ay, binigyan din pala ako ni Lord ng talent to lead. So in the Philippines po, I'm leading high school youth. But again po, I'm not glorifying myself. And then, finally, I never thought that God has given me the gift of speaking. Na hindi ko po talaga na-realize. And I give all the glory and praise to God. Kasi nga, wala talaga doon. Kasi nga po, never in my mind, if I'm going to see myself 6 years ago, na nagsistart pa lang ako, hindi ko po talaga makikita yung sarili ko na magtatatayo sa harapan. First time nga po niya mag-MC ako sa Pilipinas eh. Yung microphone namin gumaganon. So makikita mo talaga. Tapos may note pa ako dun so gumaganon din. Diba? Parang nagpapaypay. But I praise and thank God. Kasi binigyan niya ako ng talents and gifts. And if God has given me this opportunity, this privilege, I know and believe that God can give you beyond pa sa akala nyo na talent nyo. And this reminder that we always put in our hearts, do not add to the wealth of the cemetery. That we should use everything that we have right now. So when the time that we face God face to face, so masasabi natin, Lord, I have used everything that you have given me. At wala akong maititira sa cemetery. Dahil all of this is for you.
Amen.
Amen. So let's give up the offering to the Lord. And I praise and thank God kasi po last Saturday, I have this opportunity to went to Dubai and visit my dad. And we have a movie date. Yung movie po na pinanood namin is Wonder Woman. Don't worry, hindi po ako maging spoiler. But I like what Wonder Woman said. He said there that nawala yung books. He said there that it is my divine duty to serve the earth, and that is what I'm going to do. So, even though na tayo po, hindi naman tayo si Wonder Woman, hindi naman tayo mga Amazons, hindi naman tayo si Princess Diana, I believe that we have this sacred duty as a Christian to serve God through serving others.
Amen.
And I hope and pray that each and every one of us will put it in our hearts, that it is our duty. There are many ways for us to serve others. And the measure of greatness in this world is on how many people serve you. But the greatest measurement that God used in His kingdom is how many people you serve. If we're going to look at these three, we're going to love in spite of, we're going to let ourselves down for the sake of other people, we're going to give our life to offer for them. Sabi ng nanay ni Princess Diana, they do not deserve you. But I believe that it is the same thing with us, with God. We do not deserve the love of God. And kung may mga times na nahihirapan tayo to love others, to humble ourselves, and to serve others, we just need to look at the cross. Because in that cross, the greatest act of love was shown. John 3:16, for God so loved the world that He gave His only begotten Son, and whomsoever believed in Him will not perish, but have everlasting life. It is also in that cross that the greatest act of humility was shown. Philippians 2:6-8, who being in the very nature God, did not consider Himself equality with God, something to be used to His own advantage. But rather, He considered Himself nothing, by taking the appearance of a man, the nature of a servant, being made in human likeness, and being found in appearance as a man, He humbled Himself by becoming obedient to death, and even death on the cross. And it is also in the cross the greatest act of service was shown. Jesus said in John 19:30, it is finished. If a God who is holy, sovereign, almighty, all-powerful, He is the first and the last, the beginning and the end, the Alpha and the Omega, did come here to serve each and every one of us. Wala talaga ito. Kung yung God na yun, si God napakataas, came down here because of love, and He humbled Himself and served us, then why can't I? Then why can't we? So, I believe that the message that we have received from God today is to serve Him with all of our hearts. Because if we serve Him first, then everything will follow. And as we close, as we call the music team, what does it take to follow the example of Jesus? We should have a heart, humility, and help. A heart that has the humility to serve others. As our challenge is that, am I willing to choose to love others in spite of? Am I willing to humble myself and not let pride comes on the way? Am I ready to help and serve others? Let us follow and obey the example and commandment of Jesus Christ. Now that I, your Lord and teacher, have washed your feet, you also should wash one another's feet. Go and serve. And if we do this, our promise is that if now that you know these things, you will be blessed if you do them. Our memory verse will be coming from Ephesians 4:2. Be completely humble and gentle. Be patient, bearing with one another. Let's all praise and thank God.